Starting off with a second session, reading RAKIM, Sweat the Technique, Find Your Path. Whatever your path in life becomes, within or beyond your artistic aspirations, finding your purpose provides your starting point and your direction. It sounds simple, and for some, it is staring you in the face. You could be born into it. When I watch videos of LeBron James' son playing basketball, it's hard for me to imagine that the game is not in his genes and that his purpose must be to be a ball player. Similarly, when you witness Serena and Venus Williams dominate not just a court but their entire lifestyle, they appear so empowered to the purpose of being not just tennis players but champions. Outside of sports, another idol of mine, Bruce Lee, was born in the year and hour of the dragon, to a father who was a successful entertainer and a mother from a prominent cross-cultural business family. He developed his skills through lessons and practice, but it's hard to believe his purpose and power to break down cultural barriers and forge an iconic entertainment career were not instilled before practicing Wing Chun. Finding purpose can be a soul-searching journey to discover your driving force, possibly leading you in directions you may not have initially considered. I was really young when I fell in love with hip-hop, but by the time I started rap, I had already loved football all my life, and I can barely remember a time when I wasn't obsessed with the game. As a high school player, I enjoyed enough success on the field to think about playing in college. Hip-hop in those days was more like a hobby. And while young black kids growing up in the hood saw professional sports as something to aspire to, hip-hop had not yet made that ascension. By the time it became clear to me that football wasn't in my future, I was on my path to hip-hop, my purpose for being on this earth. It grew out of my identity, my spiritual focus at an early age, my laid-back personality, my growing up in a musical family, my love of watching the reactions to my performance, and later, instilling messages in my rhymes that made people not just clap, but think. All of these variables led me to find purpose in hip-hop. Rapping for me became much more than a hobby once I realized that it connected me to my purpose. This understanding led me to think about how I could nurture my voice as an artist who wants to spread consciousness. Having a purpose helps give you creative direction. It's what separates you and puts you on your path. It gives you almost a sixth sense that you're following your passion for a reason, and it helps you stay focused. We all are individuals. We all experience different things. A lot of people become artists for different reasons. Sometimes your purpose is to bring out new styles, to push the genre, your field. Over time, your purpose is instinctive. To me, having a sense of purpose makes everything I'm experiencing on this earth more important. Some might say, you're just a rapper. They might think rapping has no purpose. Go to the studio, do shows, and get money. But I find that I value my craft even more because I believe this is my purpose. Of course, this means thinking about how I can get better. Once I realized I had a talent for rapping and my life purpose was connected to hip-hop, I began to sharpen my focus on how I could improve my craft. 3 keys guided me: originality, the vibrations in the music, and the challenge to always be better than myself.